Hello, everybody. Oh, what a beautiful day today. So honored to be living in such beautiful places like this, peaceful places. And the things that happening in the world today really moves us all. And for all of you that know me, you know that I seek always the spiritual roots of everything that is happening on the outside of this world. Of what we see and perceive in this world. But what we are seeing now is something enormous, enormous. It's so big. It's hard for the mind to grasp. Uh, it's important, or the confines of it, the to the fullest extent of what is actually happening. And it is also even harder sometimes to see the spiritual roots of something. Why is it happening from a spiritual perspective? When looking at what's happening in the recent events, when even the prime leader of Iran has fallen, it seems, at least that happened today or yesterday. The meaning of that is it's divided actually, and for women, for the sake of women and children that has been living under such a regime that this man has been the leader of, an Islamic regime that has been incredible suppressing to women and children. This is a day of liberation, a huge day of liberation, and I would say a huge step for humanity in itself when it comes to freedom, movement of freedom for women especially, and hopefully it will lead in the future to more harmony and balance between the sexes, between the masculine and the feminine. But we see also the duality of that, because there are those deeply in sorrow for loss of their leader, and there are those that celebrate at the same time. This is the prime example of the Maya in play, the world of illusion with all its dualities in play. It's just making its play, and this is a grand play, I would say. And then you can say, oh, but it was Israel and the United States that got him. Yeah. But this has been something in the spiritual field happening. That the consciousness itself is very much aware of leaders that has been trespassing and become too powerful in their own sense. So, as we know, power. There is a there is a saying: power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolute. And I think there is some truth to that, at least. Also, from a spiritual perspective, I think that power in itself corrupts, and it attracts corruption, corrupt agents, corrupt leaders that want something for themselves. And if that nation or that leadership is built on constructs of fear or suppression, then you will see more of that coming. That will be the creation of from that point of consciousness, that level of awareness in the country, for example. That said, what's happening in Israel is tremendously harmful for humanity. Um, and humanity is in the process of almost losing trust in governments all over the place. But look at it from a higher perspective. Then we are meant to lose trust in higher governments or centralized governments. We are not meant to put our trust and surrender our vitality and surrender our life force our taxes and everything to such entities that misuse our trust over and over and over again, fuel wars, fuel this separation. And so everything that is coming forth from the Epstein files to the revelations of war crimes and all of this is just the consciousness way of saying, guys, it's time to wake up. This is this is a wake up call, as I've said before. This is a time where we need to be very vigilant and not play part in the game of separation and duality. This is where we have to live from our highest truth and highest awareness at every second, every moment, and not lose ourselves into more hatred, more warmongering, more separation between the masculine and the feminine, the war of the sexes that has been going on for ages and ages and ages. That duality game is it's the garment of Maya. That's the game of illusions. That's the game of Maya, the game of separation that make us seem like we are separated from ourselves, separated from each other. And what the world needs to see now is that we are able to unite as humanity against not against anything, but for peace, for peace. Yeah, we have to unite at the highest state of consciousness with courage, unite with courage, unite with freedom, unite with forgiveness. We have to forgive each other for our trespassings and our depth to each other, or towards each other, the karmic bonds that we have created. Now I'm talking maybe a very grand perspectives now, but things are happening in real time, and we are seeing the illusions unravel in a speed that we have never seen before in humanity. It can be quite overwhelming, and also for all beings, including myself, that have and carry a lot of compassion. We feel so very deeply everything that is happening, the harming of children, all the symbolism that comes out. It has been more than enough, more than overwhelming enough, right? But that said, there is great hope in the air, so to speak. Spring is coming, at least here in Norway. Different parts of the world, maybe there is a different season going on, like in Brazil, for example. But when there is springtime, here is a winter time there. But here it is spring, and the symbol of spring is the renewal of energy. It's new life coming, sprouting. So we should celebrate new life and celebrate this new consciousness, the rebirth of nature, the rebirth of awareness at this time. Not wallow or dwell in low states of consciousness like shame, hatred, all the bitterness and rage and anger. Of course, I'm all for sacred rage, so to speak, where humanity and consciousness just wakes up, and women wakes up in Iran and say enough of this suppression. We take the full sovereignty and power back without creating a new war. And if humanity as a consciousness, a collective consciousness, might turn this into something liberating instead of endless wars and new wars that some industries, I know, and the media are feeding upon to sustain themselves as a parasitic entities of this realm. We cannot accept that reality, that weaving of consciousness. We have to, as a collective, be able to choose. We have to choose peace. We have to choose harmony. We have to choose to love each other instead of hating each other. So this is a grand test. This is a huge, huge, huge test of humanity. Are we not able to free and liberate ourselves and humanity, and keep that peace, keep that freedom, keep that, and do that with a higher awareness than what the problems of this and the divisions of this world was created from. We cannot liberate from fear. We just create more fear. We cannot liberate from hate. We just create more hate. We cannot create unity from acts of separation and war. We only create more separation and war. And this is the teaching that we need to learn as humanity and as a collective at this time, this age, is that we have to become what we want to see in this world. We have to become peace within. You have to act from peace in your heart. You have to act from compassion and empathy, and truly make choices and make actions from a higher state of awareness than previously, so that we can create this beautiful world, these paradises on earth, communities coming together, freedom for all, that the humanity is thriving in a new age, a golden age of humanity. And this will be the new story. It will be. And it's already happening, but that also said that we have created so much division and so much separation, and so much has been covert, and so much has been hidden, and so humanity is freeing itself from the shackles, and there are those that have been hiding in the shadows. And for all of you that have been hiding in the shadows, truth cannot be hidden, you know. Truth cannot be hidden. It will be revealed. You will be revealed. You will. Consciousness and awareness is seeing you, seeing through you, every action, everything. There's nothing hidden under the sun. There cannot be anything hidden under the sun, under awareness. So you are fully seen. You just think that you have cloaked yourself and hidden yourself behind your actions and behind veils of illusions, but you cannot hide. Karma and awareness will find you in divine timing. Everything will be revealed. And so if you have harmed children, you have to take responsibility for it. If you have harmed other beings, you will have to take responsibility for it. We are all responsible for our own actions, and we have to turn to the truth of that. If you are not, you will live in suffering until the end of your days, and then you will go through all of that in your afterlife, so to speak, the bardo state of the after period after the soul, your soul leaves your body. You will have to face it all before your soul returns to your ancestral line. That's how it happens. And you don't need to believe it even, it will happen for you anyway. I'm a little fed up with all the hiding of the world, especially when it comes to human trafficking and harming children. It's fucking enough. I feel this sacred rage of consciousness and awareness. That's the collective now waking up to that and feel the power of fire of truth burning inside us, for the truth to come out is in its fullest form, not just parts of it, not just parts of the Epstein files or parts of truth, no, the full whole spectrum of truth, so that we can free ourselves as a collective humanity at this time. And yeah, the truth will set us free, and it will set us free, and we can handle the truth. As humanity, we have to be able to handle the truth now. Of course, those that has been hidden in the dark and in shadows and done unspeakable things, that was things that we will call, I will call also, that we can call evil acts at least. Um, the time to hide in the shadows is over. It's over, and yeah, we see it. You see the signs of that all over the world. Even the last couple of days, that one of the dictators of the world that has really been harming the women and children, boys and girls as well, in Iran, and kept a very very harsh regime. It has fallen. Now the regime itself is about to fall. That will take its time, I bet, but let's see how fast humanity can unravel that story as well. Then we have to see how it all turns out when the dust falls. There is another dictator that has to fall, and that is Netanyahu, Benjamin Netanyahu. Yeah, I wish he could see this video and understand that his days and hours are numbered. It's very close to ending. His time is there's not much time again left for him as a leader, and I can see it in the consciousness field that his time is coming very soon, and will be a huge liberation for humanity as well. That is probably the worst dictator in the world right now, worse than the Iranian supreme leader, to say it with mild words, what he has been doing in Gaza and through all his years with his hatred towards another people, and his ideology, Zionist ideology, has to be revealed, and also the Mossad that has been behind the Epstein Island and Epstein itself, and all the truths hidden behind the veils of Mossad, as an intelligence operation, and also how they have been blackmailing and keeping control over the governments of the United States, and now uses that leverage to attack other parts of the world and to try to hide from it and justify their own genocides. That will end very, very, very soon. I can promise you that. And I can see it in the field of consciousness. So, with that, I think that's enough for this message. I just wanted to get it all out on tape, and I hope that you feel it, and I hope that you also can see what you can do. Not necessarily sit like this and talk to a video camera in nature. Like I love to do that, sitting in nature and being outside in nature, where I feel the most connection, and I feel also this spring day has been beautiful to sit down for a talk like this. Yeah. So with that, I bring a call in and I pray for peace on this world, a peace in this time. I pray for humanity. I pray for all the children of this world, that they will be safe and they will be free, and also for all women, that they will be free from all suppression. And I pray for the masculine, that you will find your way, and that all of the representatives of the masculine will find their way and see that they are peaceful means to create. That we have to create from awareness, from consciousness, from compassion, from the softer sides of humanity, not the spikes and thorns and the axes and the guns. We have to create from a state of peace, and awareness from this point, and I pray for that for all of the masculine, that they see that the feminine is not the threat at all, and for all the representatives of the feminine, the masculine is not the threat at all. We just have to heal the rift between the masculine and the feminine so that we can unite as well. Okay.